Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? Wow, you actually came up to the screen. So that mean you're hungry? So I have, let's see, your smelly fish and kibble and earth. So no more chicken skin for now. See, you didn't seem too enthusiastic when I brought out the water today. So I wasn't expecting much tonight. So I'm surprised you came up to the screen. Yeah? Wow, okay, that's a little more energetic. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let's get the food on the table. And grab the glove. Okay. So today was actually really nice weather-wise. So it was warm, but it's a comfortable warm. It wasn't a miserable warm. I think it was actually it was a week ago. I think when I went to that festival for the anniversary of the park, and I think the weather was warmer. But today was really nice, so this would have been really good. I guess last week was pretty good too for the festival, but this would have been really good weather for the festival as well. So I decided to do another bike ride today and get back to the park. So I did some stretching exercises before I left, and yeah, my leg or my hip or whatever is, I think, doing okay. So I'm noticing less resistance or pain now. So I'm still not pushing it all the way, doing my stretching, but I did push a little harder today, and I didn't really notice any issues. Just kind of stiffness. So I think it's continuing to get a little better. So I went on my ride, and one of the things I've been trying to take note of is when I have that pain or that sensation I need to pop my leg. So that concerns me still. So I was trying to keep an eye out for that particular sign and try to preempt it from happening. So one of the things I've been doing is I notice it tends to happen earliest in my ride. So usually on my way to the park, that's when I tend to notice the issue. And so I was when I hit certain stoplights, I'd actually completely get off my bike now, and I'd just start stretching my leg or trying to stretch in certain ways. And I noticed, when I get off the bike initially, I'm kind of stiff, and so I think stretching, doing some extra stretches while I'm waiting for the stoplight to change, I think may be helping me a little bit, because I didn't have any of the popping problems today. And I didn't have any of the warning, or I didn't always have any major warning signs that it was starting to become an issue. I did take it easy though, so it was still kind of going slow, and yeah, I was jumping off the bike at the stoplights, and I took a few extra stops I don't normally take, just to kind of stretch my leg, just to make sure. And for the most part, I stayed off the dirt trails. There was one dirt trail I actually went on today. It's part of the main pedestrian entryway. There are multiple parts where it re-meets the main vehicle road, and so when I went into the park, I stayed on the vehicle road, and then at one of the branching points, I actually just kind of forgot what I was doing, and I just kind of instinctively or reflexively went back onto the dirt trail where the pedestrian entrance continues, and I forgot I was trying to keep off the. Oops, I kicked the rug a little bit. I'm trying to. My leg is kind of stretched out. I'm slouching in the chair right now, and so my weight is putting pressure on the gray mat right now, and it actually shifted. Scruffy heard that. So anyway, yeah, I forgot. I was trying to stay off the dirt trails, and I just kind of, by habit, went back onto the dirt trail, because this one particular section, the pedestrian trail actually ends, and you actually do spill out into just like a parking lot and the vehicle road, and you go down a little bit further, and then they split again, and I forgot to stay on the vehicle road at that point. So, and then by the time I remembered, oh, I'm trying to stay on the vehicle road, it's like, screw it. This last part of the trail is fairly flat and kind of wide, so I didn't expect it to give me too many problems. So the park was actually not that many people. I was kind of surprised. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be that surprised, since that there weren't that many people, in my opinion, at the celebration anniversary event last week. I mean, there were people there, but it was not nearly as busy as I think it should have been. And especially for a special event like that. But I would have actually considered the crowds that I saw last week kind of be a normal good weather day. Actually, no, I wouldn't even call it a normal. It'd be actually below normal, but normal for the lockdown period. Actually, no, I would take that back. Even on the lockdown, I've seen busier days. Yeah, it was actually surprisingly not as many people, and so today I kind of expected something. I was actually kind of expecting maybe even more people today, just partly because the weather was so good today, but there was fewer. But I guess that makes sense. If they didn't come out for the big festival last week, why would they come now? Even though the festival had free parking. So I think, the parking fees are actually what's killed the crowd. Mostly that they gave it, free parking last week, but I don't think the word got out. And actually, I don't even know if the word for the festival got out. I just happened to see a sign when I was biking there a few days earlier. And then I looked it up online, and it's like, oh, I should go. Actually, I looked it up online. I actually thought it was going to be like the following week, and when I looked it up, I was like, oh no, it's today. I guess I better go. He's getting into it now. I was just about to stop to give him his food. Not sure if I heard her purr or not. Okay, let's get your food. No meow, huh? This fur actually looks a little better today. Okay, I'm done. So I saw Scruffy, I think, on the table sleeping kind of early this morning, but then he didn't stay there that long, if I recall. So it's very similar to yesterday. So the past few days, he's been on the table a lot less. And then I think it was a little before lunchtime, but I happened to be out here and I saw he was off the table, and I said, might as well bring out his water. I was actually thinking about going to do my bike ride early. And when I opened the blinds, I saw he was sleeping near the potted plant. And so I didn't really feel like waking him since it was a little earlier than normal. So I left the blinds open and I went to get some other things done. And I came back, I think, maybe 10-20 minutes later, and he had already waken up and moved. So at that point, I brought out the water, and I saw him from looking under the table. He was on the other side again, and sort of like yesterday, I put down the water, and I stayed there, hoping he would eventually approach while I'm close by. Yesterday, he actually approached and then immediately turned around the moment he got to the water bowl, and then backed away and just kind of sat me out. So he ended up lying down and just waiting for me to go away. Today he didn't even bother approaching. He didn't lie down, but he just kind of held his ground and just sat, waiting for me to go away. So after a little while, I decided I'd just go back inside and probably go on my bike ride. And then the moment I went back inside, I don't even think I finished closing the door. He came over to the water bowl and started drinking. So that's gratitude for you. So I'm using one of those corn patches on my toe for corn or a callous or something. I think I developed it from running. It seems to just get irritated by rubbing against the shoe or my shoes, and haven't been able to make it go away. I thought it's been there for a while, or it's been an issue for a while. I think I actually had it before I injured my hip. So I thought, by reducing the fact that I'm running so often, it might heal. But I think the fact that I was continuing to go for walks, I think it was still enough to irritate it, and so it never really healed. So I finally decided to try to treat it more formally. So I bought a corn pad with medication, so it's acid, I think. I forgot. It starts with the S. So I think it's supposed to slowly eat away at the callus and eventually, I think it also probably protects it a little bit, so it you're not, so it won't be being rubbed, hopefully, on walking or running. So according to the instructions, it looks like you leave it on for 2 days, and then then you put on a new patch, and then you do this for about 2 weeks. So I've been worried that the patch isn't going to stay on. I checked it last night, and it did manage to stay on, so let's see if it makes it through the rest of the day, and then I'll change the patch. So I actually have another thing on my finger. I don't know if it's corn, though. I think it may be a cyst. But I read, yeah, these things may work on it, or you can try using apple cider vinegar, like putting a bandage or something around it, and soaking the bandage part in the apple cider vinegar where the thing is. So I decided to start trying to do that too, since I'm already taking time out of my day to deal with the toe. I'm thinking maybe I should get more of those callous patches. So I only bought 6, and I'm thinking I should have bought more. And the store actually only had 1 left, so that was, I think, the reason I only bought 1. Yeah, the shelves were starting to get empty. I'm actually kind of concerned about the future of shortages. So I mentioned the cat food aisle was just empty. Yeah, some of these medical supplies were not exactly well in stock. And actually, yeah, some of the food items were actually kind of not well stocked either. So it's starting to get a little concerned. Because I'm worried the politicians might try to quote unquote fix the problem, and they're just going to make it worse, and then we're going to have real shortages. Because they already fixed this problem which caused it. So anyway, let's see. So yeah, late this afternoon, I saw Scruffy did jump back on the table, took a nap on there, and then I think he jumped off a little bit later. I think I need to water the garden, and maybe I need to do it tomorrow. So I'm trying to work on some really tedious things, and it's so tedious now, I'm having trouble getting through it. I keep finding ways to distract myself because I really don't want to do it. So I prepared dinner a little bit earlier, or started preparing some of the dinner a little bit earlier tonight, just because I didn't want to work on my tedious thing. And then I noticed I have a clock in the kitchen, old style, it's battery powered, and yeah, it's been keeping funny time for the last several months. I thought it died at one point, and then it started working again, and then it actually went like 15 minutes faster. So it got behind and somehow rebounded, and then it ended up keeping time for a few more months, and then I moved the balls. There's my kibble at the bottom. So yesterday, the clock was an hour behind. So instead of 15 minutes ahead, it fell an hour behind. And then today it just finally died. So I was changing the battery, and then I noticed in this brand new pack of batteries I had, there were 2 batteries that were leaking battery acid. So not exactly a happy camper. Just the battery, not that expensive, but annoying. Brand new pack. In theory, I could take it back to Costco, but it's probably not worth it, and probably look at me funny. Threaten my membership status. And then I don't really want to wait in the return line. So it looks like Scruffy's doing a better job cleaning the plate today. I think it might be because I didn't feed him extra chicken skin tonight, so it's probably not as full. But yeah, he hasn't been as enthusiastic about seeing me recently, so I think, yeah, he's getting too well fed, I think. So now that I'm out of chicken skin, we'll see if his behavior changes a little bit. Well, there's still a couple pieces in there, so I guess he's still not that hungry. I'll flip those pieces into the center of the bowl. Let's see. Shame to waste food like that. I think we're going to get a pretty serious heat wave in 2 days. I think tomorrow's going to be more like today, but then after that it's going to get nasty. Scruffy didn't leave. Probably means he wants more food. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get more food tonight. Interesting place to park himself. Usually he likes to exit. Okay, well I think I'm going to start wrapping it up here, so I'm going to take off the gloves and... Okay. Well, I guess, yeah, I'm going to end it here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.